very disappointed, but very good bowling from Aftab and a very simple catch at mid-on. So unfortunately for Kabul, the first wicket goes. Big player in Ronki. Ronki's gone for 9 of 6 balls. It's 15 for 1.
So once again a promotion for Wayne Parnell coming at number 3. He's played a few good knocks coming at number 3 for the Kabul's Wanan. He's a good striker, decent player. Really can tong the ball hard. 145 is strike rate so far.
what you need to do as a brave bowler in this format of the game. You need to be showing the batsman that they can't line you up. That's exactly what Aftab has done there. It's his second bouncer we've seen him bowl, and it's a good one as well. You talk about if you're going to bowl a bouncer, make sure you get it up in between shoulder and head high, and that's exactly what he's done.
He's got a man at deep square leg. The fine leg inside the circles. That's Chris Gayle. Oh, that's a good delivery. Just see the way he alters his length. Very clever. Good stuff here from Aftab Alam.
Yeah, like I mentioned a minute or two ago, the danger of playing a pinch hitter is they just can't get back on ball. Which, it's all well and good hitting sixes and fours, but if you're not rotating the strike in between, you're going to leave yourself short. It may be that the pitch is slightly more difficult than what we can see from here, but not making contact is a bit of a cardinal sin from a batsman at this stage.
Just that it does for the side is it adds to the depth of the batting, because you have someone, even if he gets out, doesn't matter. But you're right, losing probably on a few deliveries, because he's taking his time now, pardon. 2 of 10. Exactly what the ball are looking at, just to tie him up initially, stem the flow of runs, not give him easy runs. These are important overs. Remember, the power play in progress. There's 2 fielders outside the circle.
Yeah, and the most successful batsmen for Kabul have been the likes of Laurie Evans, Colin Ingram, Rashid Khan. And what you're doing is by playing, oh no, this might be a run-out opportunity. Oh, they've got home. Not the best throw from Nabi. Scamper through for a single. After 4 overs, 22 for 1.
Mr. Shafiq Stanekzai, CEO of the Afghanistan Cricket Board, watching the proceedings. It's been a great effort by everyone associated with this Gul Bahar Afghanistan Premier League, the first edition. Of course, we are on the final game, big game here. Mohammad Nabi has done very well. And I think great thinking as well, Dougie, that he's persisting with himself. Bowling his 3rd over now, just seeing both the left-handers out there. Parnell struggling a bit. Very good move here from the captain.
Yeah, both left-handers have been under pressure to Nabi. He's just offering a little bit out of the surface, and it's very difficult when the ball's spinning away from your outside edge. If he's bowling straight, you have to be taking a chance off the line of your stumps, which he's done in that occasion, and that's gone straight up in the air. And it's going to be a good catch by Nabi. Yes, great catch. And the 2nd wicket, and that's a big wicket as well. Hajratullah, the danger man in this partnership. I think a lot of dot balls been eaten up, and he felt necessary to try and take it on.
Yeah, he wanted to break the shackles because the runs weren't coming. Parnell as well was taking a bit of time, going for the big one, not getting the elevation, and himself doing a very good job there, Mohammad Nabi. Good cotton ball, went high up in the air, never easy under lights, but he's really led from the front. Mohammad Nabi, Hazratullah would be disappointed out for 10, is 23 for 2 now. So Colin Ingram, he walks in. Played a brilliant knock yesterday in the semi-final. Just coming back into form. Such a good fielder as well. 185 runs for him in the APL. Playing in the air, does pretty well on that occasion. Parnell making a move on. That's a maximum, fog maximum. Shpagiza.
Yeah, that's a very brave shot there from Wayne Parnell. Just lost the wicket the ball before. This time he's actually looking to go with the spin, which is what Hajratullah didn't do. He went across the line of a spin. on that occasion, Parnell getting his hands straight through, straight over mid-off, and a beautiful six straight into the crowd.
Exactly how he's got to go about. Once again, getting rid of turn. That was the off spinner. Mixes it so nicely, Mohammad Nabi. That one just gripping the surface, I felt.
Yeah, very much gripping in the surface and coming out very slowly as well. It makes it very difficult for these batsmen. I think they need to learn from the wicket of Hazratullah, and when they're playing spin, it's very important, I feel, that they actually go with the spin. They can still hit the ball for 4 and 6, but it makes it difficult if they're going against the line of the spin.
What he did on the last occasion was bring the mid-on fielder up inside the circle. The long off was back. Once again, veering his pace. This was the wicket of Hazratullah Zazai. Goes for the big one, never getting that elevation. Immediately knew that he was in trouble there. Ball just curling above, but he does very well. Cool as a cucumber, and he's done a very good job. Decent overs from the captain straight away with the new ball, bowling his third one, 1 for 23. Ingram on strike for the first time. Good delivery, good over. 5 gone is 30 for 2. The highest score in the power play has been 97 for no loss. The lowest 38 for 2. It's going to be a change in bowling. Mirwais Ashraf comes in. Mentioned about him earlier. Always has got the knack of picking wickets. Done really well. 13 wickets for him, Dougie. Just see that economy. Wonderful. Bowls the death. 4 for 19 is best. So what a player he's been for the Balkh legends.
And he's a pretty handy bowler coming in at 30 for 2. I think the Balkh legends will be the happier of the two teams at this stage. Certainly controlling this power play to this point. I'll be interested to see if the batsman Wayne Parnell has been sent out to do a job, if he looks to try and be the aggressor and not let Ashraf sort of settle into his role.
That's good effort. Very good commitment there. Throwing it straight away, releasing the ball very quickly, and that's so very important, Dougie.
It is. I feel that hit the stumps. That may have been a run out. Oh, absolutely. Colin Ingram had given that up, but the throw was wide. It wasn't accurate, so they scamper through for a single.
But the thing about the Kabul side is they have someone like Laurie Evans, Rashid Khan, who have done really well coming in the middle order. Laurie Evans so consistent with the bat. And you have been his coach as well this season, Dougie?
All down to me, yeah. No, I'm delighted for the way that Laurie Evans has played. I was coaching him at Warwickshire for 6 or 7 years, and he's done very, very well. As we just look at the most wickets in the tournament, Udana having a fantastic tournament, 17 wickets.
And you see that graphic. It's a very interesting graphic because you mentioned about Ashraf, of course. Udana has been special for the Paktia Panthers. No bowler from Kabul features there. So that's a big surprise for me, because you shows that really the wickets have been taken by the Balkh legends bowler, Gulbadin Naib. You mentioned about him. Ashraf has been very successful as well. But no bowler there from the Kabul side.
That's a very good point, but they'll be looking towards their top performance. Rashid Khan, you would think, will be licking his lips watching this pitch behave the way it's behaving, slow and spinning a little bit. He has that mystery. He's performed really well in this format, in all formats, but all over the world. And they'll be looking for him to make best use of this surface.
Well, Rashid Khan, he's taken 9 wickets, Wayne Parnell 10. Really, they've done well reasonably, but don't feature in that list. The highest wicket taker so far in the Gul Bahar Afghanistan Premier League. But Rashid Khan, he rises to the occasion whenever the opportunity is there. Mentioned about Jassi for Kabul. Wayne Parnell mentioned about him 10 wickets. Rashid Khan 9. Muslim Musa has done well 7. Farid Malik at times is bowled really well, chipped in with some important spells. 6 wickets for him. Nicely played on the onside. So 6 overs gone, the power play gone is 34 for 2.
I remember my stay at the Blue Beach Hotel in the Algarve and the amazing view I had from my hotel room. But it's been a while. What if there's a huge building in front of it now? Thankfully, on Trivago, I can look up recent reviews for this hotel from Trivago's rating partners. Trivago shows whether these reviews are positive, neutral, or negative, so you can make the best decision. That's just one more way Trivago helps you find your ideal hotel. Hotel Trivago.
Proceedings, a smile as well, looking very relaxed. 6 overs gone, 34 for 2. This is the lowest power play score for the Kabul side. Mohammad Nabi continuing once again, coming on for his last over. He's done such a good job. Stemmed the flow of runs, picked that big wicket of Hasdullah Zazai. Lowest score for the Kabul side. And a big game like this, Dougie, what's your take?
Well, it's a final and there are nerves, there's pressure, and it's difficult out there at the moment. Certainly struggling against the off-spin of Mohammad Nabi. Left-handers finding it particularly tough. I'm just wondering whether Kabul's Waman actually missed a bit of a trick by sending in a right-hander at the fall of the last wicket, just to split up the dynamic of this partnership. We've seen left-handers so far, and it has proved to be very difficult. But certainly, Balkh legends will be absolutely delighted where they are at the moment. Looking at the power play scores throughout the course of the tournament for Kabul, there's some pretty high numbers there, and today, as you say, it's the lowest number they've posted.
In match number 8, that was versus Kandahar, they got 38 for 2. Oh, all happening there.
Mohammad Nabi making the Kabul batsman work really hard just to rotate strike and get a single. A slight misfield, that extra cover, and oh, my goodness, everybody's in trouble.
The umpire was in the firing line. Anil Chaudhary had to save himself. Just having a look there towards the fielder. That's a good delivery. You know, this is the important thing. You know, as a bowler, bowl within the stumps. Don't give much room to the batsman. That's exactly what you would be telling Dougie when you're also coaching a few sides, the coach of the UAE national side. You know, just bowl within the stumps. You give that leverage to free your arms, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Very, very good shot. I'm surprised he hasn't taken that shot on a bit before now, and it's running away for 4 runs. A really well executed paddle shot, and a very, very valuable boundary. They've been very short so far. That's a lovely shot there from Colin Ingram. A very, very skillful player in this format of the game.
Yeah, you're right. Great skills there. Never easy. Made it look so easy. Just playing that cheeky shot, but very nicely executed by him. Not very happy, Mohammad Nabi. He's been so good so far. Fork 4. Colin Ingram, the last few games, he's just come back into form. He struggled early on, didn't get too many runs in the Afghanistan Premier League. But last few innings have been pretty impressive from him. Getting a bit of turn. Playing on the rise, ran the first one hard. When they come back, no is the call. Just settling for 1 to end the 7th over. Is 41 for 2.
He's done very well, hasn't he, Mohammad Nabi? 30 runs, but a very valuable wicket at the top of the order. And he'll be most pleased with what his team has been able to achieve so far, because the Kabul batting is in trouble. 7 overs gone, only 41 scored. They're well behind par at this stage. And we'll see whether they can recover, because I think anything under 160, 170, the Balkh batting may be able to get pretty easily. Remember, they chased 177 earlier on in this tournament against the Kabul Zwanan team. So Mirwais now, who came in a little late to the party, has suddenly been among the wickets and big time. Doesn't bowl too quick, but he has been among the wickets with his gentle medium pace. Obviously, he's got something special. Now squeeze a single away. So, you guys, I hope you're enjoying your fantasy team selections. MyTeam11.com is where you need to go. Create your own team, test your skills, and of course, win real cash. I hope you have been all the way through. Among the many that you may have wanted to include later is this man, Mirwais Ashraf. Given 5 runs away, but plenty of wickets for him. And in the commentary box, I'm delighted to have the company of Ashish Sethi, who is the, investment partner, and of course, the main man along with the Afghanistan Cricket Board, to long go for just a single. So, Ashish, congratulations. I tell you what, I am very impressed with what's happened so far. We're all, of course, following Afghanistan cricket very closely. We are delighted that you got the league on track, because I know the first year is just so difficult, so I got to congratulate you.
Thank you, Charu. Thank you indeed.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, there's a huge history behind all of this, so I'm sure some of the stories are... Again, probably just a single. Some of the stories you may not want to recount on television, but the other ones, especially the good ones. How long did it take you to get the whole thing going?
I think this preparation has been close to over a year. We've been preparing for this day, and I'm pretty excited that today we have lived the dream together. Snigza Sports, Team Snigza Sports, Afghanistan Cricket Board, especially Shafiq, and they're all board members. I'm glad we have lived it together.
And of course, here we are to the final. 22 matches down. This is match number 23. Lots of preparation, hard work. And for you, it'd be terrific to see the fruition of this. I mean, here we are in the final. We've had some terrific moments. We've enjoyed the league thoroughly. Some very close matches as well, which is what it's all about. Close matches eventually, it grabs people. And of course, I believe in Afghanistan, people are delighted with what's going on.
I'm sure. I think we have had the best of the matches possible in any T20 league. And the kind of run chases we have had, the kind of 6 sixes in an over we have had, an hat-trick, highest run scored in UAE. Then there's another record, highest runs chased in UAE. So I think there's almost half a dozen records we have made in this 23 matches.
Well, how lucky was Colin Ingram there. Terrific delivery by Mirwais. And very full. Colin, for a moment, might have expected it to crash onto his stumps. And he thrashes it again. Will it find the gap? No, still can't. So run making very difficult. It continues to be for Kabul's one on. A decent over by Mirwais Ashraf. And we got 46 for 2 after 8. Broadcast of the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League, powered by FOD, going around the world. Haryana and Afghanistan, of course, very importantly, D-Sport in India, and other partners in many other parts of the world. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're enjoying our telecast of this inaugural Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League, powered by FOD. I've got Ashish Sethi still here with me. Just your partnership with the Afghanistan Cricket Board, you know, it's been new. You didn't have any sporting experience before this, but how have you enjoyed that partnership and making new friends?
It's been a fantastic journey. As I again said, thank you to the Afghanistan Cricket Board. They not only handholded us, they mentored us in a very professional manner and a friendly manner. They never let us realize that we are a startup and, you know, we're doing it. They've been very professional. They've been supporting. And today, I'm very happy because of Afghanistan Cricket Board that Snigza has been able to deliver a world-class T20 league, which is in front of you.
Absolutely right. I mean, there's nothing short of world-class here. It's been very well organized. And of course, the telecast itself by Sportsworks from India. They've done a fantastic job. We'll try and show you some of the stars. We've been behind the camera all the way through. Clubbed behind the bowler. Oh, how welcome is that boundary? It's been a while. A Fog Saluriza. That's what Kabul's one on need. So Wayne Parnell finally getting an opportunity. He's clubbed it behind Gulbadin Naib, who's come in afresh from the opposite end. giving Kabul's one supporters something to cheer about, because this is going to be a tough day just from what we've seen so far. By the way, this pair put on 70 the last time they played against Balkh. Oh, down leg, no appeal either, and they will steal a single. The throw came in pretty sharp. And Ashish, also for Afghanistan cricket, what development. I mean, their youngsters are showing that they have great depth, lots of young stars as well. There's that Shai coming in. And, you know, the Afghanistan Cricket Board ought to be really pleased that you guys have put this together, because it's such a terrific platform for the youngsters.
I'm really glad. Trust me, the kind of raw talent pool Afghanistan has, this is next to none. Any test playing nation.
So Gulbuddin Naib, who has picked up plenty of wickets, Tarzan we call him, little expensive in his opening over. Another Fog Salariza, that's a boundary. It was drifting down leg full, and all Ingram had to do was put a little bit of bat onto it. Fine leg was inside the circle, and a very welcome boundary yet again. Yeah, he got the timing perfectly right. Of course, we were talking about Afghanistan cricket, Ashish, just so many other youngsters showing that they have the skill, they have the depth, they have the hunger.
Indeed, look at the performances they have had. It's just a matter of time when you'll have half a dozen of Nabi, half a dozen of Rashids, and much more.
Will that be 3? Yes! So that's 3 Fog Razors in 1 over. Wayne Parnell did a bit, and then Colin Ingram now in the act. Ingram took a little bit of time to settle down. Obviously, the pitch may be just a little more difficult to read than we may have imagined, but that was again full. And a little bit of width that he created, able to get the power behind that shot. No chance for long on. Again, trying to get it past. Oh, the direct hit. And Ingram would have been running back to the pavilion. Aftab, of course, gutted that he did not find the target. But 9 overs gone now. It's 61 for 2, getting a little better for Kabul's one on. So, Aftab unfortunately missing, but Ingram would have gone. Now, I still have Ashish Sethi here with me. Ashish, you know, commercially speaking, I can understand, because I know a thing about, you know, getting leagues going. It must have been really tough to begin with.
It was tough. Indeed, it was tough, but I'm very thankful to all my sponsors. Gulbahar, back from Afghanistan, Fog from our country, India, all the other sponsors to the teams, Cricket, D-Sports, all the other broadcasters, much more. This was the testing season. I thank you all of those who stood by me in this testing times, who have lent their support, and have shown faith in my capabilities to support me in the first year. Next year, I'm sure it is going far better.
Oh, brilliant! Mirwais Ashraf, right there when it mattered. Got plenty of wickets with the ball, and now a stunning catch. He ran forward just in time. It was hit hard and low, but it did go straight to deep square, and Ingram will be so disappointed. The ball was short, and it needed to be pulled, but Mirwais Ashraf was stationed at just the right place. Caught it with one hand, took the roll, and isn't Ravi Bopara, who was the change here from the pavilion end, delighted. This is a big wicket. Colin Ingram has scored plenty of runs for Kabul's one on. Now gone. Caught Ashraf Bopara for 21 from 19. A little difficult for him today. 61 now for 3. Javed Ahmadi walks in. His team in all sorts of trouble. So 9.2 overs. They've got only 61 going along for the moment at 6.5. They probably need, I've said before, 160 or so. We'll see as Ravi Bopara continues. Mirwaiz Ashraf, what a standout performance here. Even got a few runs with the bat, can hit the ball a long way. I still have Ashish Sethi here with me of Snickster Sports. And I just want to let you know that if you've been talking to some of the sponsors, I hope they realize that they're getting great value because we've got a terrific tournament going on.
Yes, indeed. I think I've been very happy with the response the sponsors have been getting. They got a good value for money in this season, and that gives us more confidence that more people will join us in coming seasons, and they'll equally be happy.
Without doubt, and some unasked for advice again, if you don't mind. Patience is such a key word here when we're doing new leagues and new things and new ventures. You know all about that because of your ventures in the past. Terrific catch, Mirwaiz. Well done. Big man. Not easy for him to go down low and take that catch. So I'm sure more people will join in commercially. It just takes time for the commercial circles to build and develop.
Indeed. I think this is just like any sports asset. The first mover has certain advantages, and the first movers also have a couple of doubts. The people who do not join initially, and there are people who are willing to join us in coming days.
Chris Gale, well, we weren't expecting him to go for the dive, just to put a foot in there saying, well, I'll be okay with a little bit of football. And finally, of course, you're doing this, Ashish, because you are a cricketer yourself. You're playing some cricket these days. You get a few odd matches going once in a while.
Yes, I still captain a club team called JCCI, and that's where the passion has been. 15 years into that cricket, still going strong, and that sums it all. The passion has taken me here.
Yeah, without passion, where will we be? Also smartly fielded by Mirwaiz, patrolling the cover boundary for the right-handers. And Ashish, I just want to take this opportunity to once again thank you and all those at Snickster Sports who work with you, the Afghanistan Cricket Board. You guys are on to a winning formula here. I think Afghanistan cricket is delighting the world, and they needed their own league, and you guys have made it happen. So congratulations.
Thank you, Charu. Thank you to all the crew members, everyone. And this has been a fantastic journey of APL Season 1. And we see all of you back next year. So.
Well, I'll be delighted. Thank you. I don't want to invite myself, but thank you. I'll be very happy to be here again and again because of just the global belief in Afghanistan cricket. I mean, they're so hungry. They're strong people. They've done very well with their cricket so far. Last ball of the over. And they try and sneak a quick single now. That could be gone had he struck. Oh, what was Ahmadi thinking? There was a little bit of a hesitation there, but that was never on. They chanced it anyway. Halfway stage, 65 for 3.
Ahmed coming on from the Sharjah club end. That's a really good record. Remember, he didn't play the first match of the tournament because he was being in action in the Under-19 Asia Cup, and there he is throwing at the stumps, and goodness me, Javed Ahmadi would have been gone for all money there. Real mix-up with Wayne Parnell, but I've been really impressed with Ahmed. Couple of 3-wicket hauls for him in the tournament. Both of them against Nangarhar. Bowled! First ball that Ahmed bowls, and he strikes. Wayne Parnell a little bit frustrated. He was in as the pinch hitter, and he wasn't really getting the ball away, scoring at less than a run a ball, in fact. Tried to improvise, and that improvisation has been his downfall. Alongside me, Ajay Mehra, and Ahmed impresses again.
Yeah, you're right. I think he's been terrific. Fast delivery, trying to play a cheeky shot, missing the line completely. And what a start for the young man. He'll be delighted. First ball, a wicket for him, will be high on confidence. Parnell would be disappointed. Just getting a start, not able to convert it out for 21. It's 65 for 4 now.
Laurie Evans in at number 6. Only one player for Kabul's Wanan has scored more runs in this tournament. That's Hazratul Azazai. He's been outstanding, Evans. But they need a big innings from him now. The advantage, I guess, is he's got time here. Just a shade under 10 overs, so he can get himself in. And we know how dangerous he can be if he does that. A slip in position now. A little bit of turn. I think Balkh know if they can get Evans here, they really are in the pound seats. But, well, the less said about that shot from Wayne Parnell, the better.
Yeah, you're right. I think poor shot selection because this was premeditated from him, going for that cheeky shot, missing the line. Once again, that's played really nicely. Going to be a fog 4. Playing with the turn, Laurie Evans, he's been in terrific touch. Such a key member in this batting lineup for the Kabul side. And starting off with a very good 4. Just getting the elevation he wanted just over the cover area. Lovely bat flow. Such a good player against spin as well, Laurie Evans. Still got a slip in place in Chris Gale. Bit of fumble out there, resulting in a single. Would be wanting his wicket early on. The wicket of Laurie Evans, the Balkh legends.
Well, Laurie Evans will have happy memories about playing against Balkh. Look at that, 64 from 47 balls. And that was in a blazing stand with Rashid Khan, which gave them something to bowl at. In the end, they still lost that match. Tactic here, surely, with 4 wickets down, is probably just to knock it around for 2 or 3 overs, just consolidate, score a run a ball, and then look to be explosive in the last 5 or 6, I would guess, Ajay.
Yeah, the average score in the first innings, Brian, has been 172 so far in the APL. It's a final game as well. The pressure will be there when you're chasing. 11 overs gone, 72 for 4.
Decent numbers in here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium this evening for this final of the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League. And Ravi Bopara, impressive already this evening. He's had a terrific all-round tournament. So effective. Remember, a couple of years ago, he got 6 for 16 on this ground for Karachi in the Pakistan Super League.
Oh, that's a very good delivery as well around the all-stump, beating the bat there, Laurie Evans. Let's go down to Hamid and see where he is.
Last day of the Afghanistan Premier League. Let's know from the fans, are they going to miss Afghanistan Premier League? Afghanistan Premier League نن اخره ورځ ده. څه فکر کوي دغه ټورنمنټ پسې خفاس دی که نه؟
او چې ډېر زیات مونږ د دوبۍ نه راغلي یو ډېر په شوق یې ګورو د افغانستان پریمیر لیګ او ډېر خوند یې نالو. نو انشاءالله مونږ به انتظار کوو چې را روان کال هم وشي.
مننه. تاسو نه هم یو پوښتنه لرم. غواړئ چې دغه افغانستان پریمیر لیګ را روان کال ته وشي او داسې تاسو چې خوند اخیستی که نه تر اوسه پورې د میچونه؟
بس زه په خپل واسه ټول افغانانو ته د دې پریمیر لیګ مبارکي وایم او موږ ډېر خوشحاله یو ځکه چې دا باید هر کال وشي او باید نور هم سپورټ شي. موږ خپل ملي لوبغاړي نور هم تشویق کړو او په خپله زه د مامنګۍ ډېر سپورټ کوم. راشد مې ملګری دی.
مننه. Who's your favorite player and favorite team?
Favorite player is Rashid Khan and my favorite team is Kabul. I'm supporting today Kabul.
Thank you so much. So they're gonna miss this Afghanistan Premier League this year, and they wish next year will happen again. And the lady says the favorite team is Kabul Zona and his favorite cricketer Rashid Arman. Back to commentary box.
Thanks, Hamid, and thanks to those spectators. Lovely bit of drawing that, Ajay.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, some great stars, some brilliant performers playing in this final. Ryan, it's going to be a treat because, they have done really well. Both the semi-finals, both the teams winning comprehensively. So they'll be high on confidence. Of course, head-to-head, Balkh have the big advantage, winning both the games in the league phase, the 2 matches. And of course, this being the final, it's always going to be different. The pressure is different. Such a big occasion. That's played well. He's looking in good touch at the moment, Laurie Evans.
Yes, the 2 victories that Balkh enjoyed. They beat Kabul by 8 wickets, chasing 177 to win. And then, of course, they got the highest score of the tournament, 244 for 6. Kabul managed to get 223 for 7 in response, but it was a pretty forlorn chase, that, going after 245. Nabi in consultation with Bopara, and as a result of that, mid-wicket being sent out onto the boundary. Somebody's going to have to come up into the ring now, because we've only got 2 fielders inside the circle on the offside and 1 on the leg. And in fact, mid-off is now coming inside the 30-yard circle.
But a very good over so far from Bopara. Goes for the big one, straight to the field, shying at the non-strikers end, missing it. But a very good over. 12 gone, it's 76 for 4. So not a great start here for the Kabul side. They've lost wickets. Luke Ronke up the order, couldn't do much. Hazai as well out for 10. Farnell 21, sent as a pinch hitter. Ingram was a big wicket. Ahmadi and Laurie Evans at the crease at the moment. 76 for 4. And with me in the comm box, I've got a very, very special guest. The captain of the Paktia Panthers, Mohammad Shahzad, was really batted terrifically. Of course, was unlucky yesterday, but that's part and parcel of the game. You lost yesterday, Mohammad Shahzad, but you won the hearts of everybody, isn't it?
Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Yeah, we lost the game, but we're learning something from the foreign players, and now we are here in commentary box.
Your style of batting, it's absolutely a pleasure to watch. Yeah, that hand-eye coordination, the way you were hitting the ball, and throughout the tournament, you were in terrific form. Most runs in the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League. Of course, Laurie Evans as well, he's done very well. But the way you started off, the confidence behind you, and coming off pretty well from the Asia Cup as well. And this man, 344 runs, Mohammad Shahzad. What a pleasure. Most runs in the Afghanistan Premier League.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see Azhar Zaze in the second high scorer, because we need some youngster in the T20. So it's very good to see some Afghani players in the top in the league, and we play first time this league, and the 2 Afghani in the list.
And that's a very important point you make, because after all, Mohammad, it's all about adding to the bench strength, isn't it? You've done so well for Afghanistan, but it's always because of these leagues, you want to create that bench strength, few youngsters coming up the ranks. It's always important for any nation, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, it's very important, especially for Afghanistan. So we found some young talent. You saw Hazrat Zaze, and in the midfielder is Darvesh Rasuli. He played very good cricket the last couple of games. So really happy for watching this youngster.
That's played really well. Slow delivery, picking up very nicely. Good effort as well in the deep. Leading from the front, Mohammad Nabi. But coming back to the Paktia Panthers side, a few players, few Afghanistan players who would have really impressed you. Mohammad Shahzad, who are they?
In the Paktia team, we have a lot of youngster, like you can see the fast bowler, we call him Morkal. Yusuf Zaze is very good fast bowler. So not only in Paktia team, we saw in the old tournament, very good talent is coming up in this league.
Okay, one thing I want to know, Shahzad, is when you go into bat, being an opening batsman myself, I was used to think that how I have to get my first runs or how to really settle into the innings. What's your thinking? What does Mohammad Shahzad think when he walks into bat?
Honestly, I'm not thinking about I'm not thinking because you saw my first test runs is coming from the boundary. So I just go and waiting for loose delivery. Some of the people, same for me. I'm watch the ball and hit the boundaries.
That's simple, absolutely simple.
Very simple, very simple.
And just before the game, at times you're playing against that opposition. You're playing against a very quality side. Do you have, some thought in your mind that this bowler, I'm going to face him the next day. I have to plan my innings, or just whatever the conditions are, whatever the surfaces, whoever the bowler is, nothing doing.
In Asia, I'm not using the mind. I just saw the pitch and opposition bowler. And sir, we play a lot of cricket in the Sharjah. My off-career play in Sharjah cricket ground. So I love play cricket here. So I know the boundaries, how long for which side, and very good batting pitches.
We'll continue the chat in the next over as well. 13 overs gone. It's 84 for 4. So 13 overs gone, 84 for 4. Evans and Ahmadi trying to build a partnership here. Qais Ahmed was very impressive in his opening over, getting the important wicket of Parnell. Average first inning score so far in the APL, 172. They need a partnership. They got to build a partnership. The crowd's building in such a big occasion here. The final of the Gul Bahar Afghanistan Premier League. Both the teams have done really well so far. 1 over 7 runs, very impressive guess as well, Mohammad Shahzad.
Yeah, Qais Ahmed is very talented player. You saw him in Caribbean League. He's doing very well, so I'm very impressed for him. And he also played domestic cricket with me 3 or 4 months before. He's very good talented. Very good talent.
I think the variations he's got, that's been very impressive. And also the way he handles that pressure. We saw him even today, the way he's bowled so far. But, Shahzad, coming back to the rise of Afghanistan cricket, the way your progress as a side, that must be really heartening for you personally as well.
Yeah, of course. We play a lot of cricket. That's why day by day we improve. You saw in the Asia Cup, we play first game against Sri Lanka. We beat them. And he also, I think so, 4 or 5 time champion in Asia. So when we play with the big teams, so every day we're learning something for the big teams.
This was a wicket for Qais. Very impressive. Getting a bit of turn as well. And firstly, that 100 versus India. That must be very satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Team like India and against India, a very good side, and make 100 in very hot weather like 46, 47. I saw the old team, they have some injury issues because of the hot weather, but Alhamdulillah, we play a lot of cricket before Asia Cup here. We play 4 practicing games, so we used to this condition. So I'm very, very happy to make 100 and team like against India.
But you mentioned a very good point, batting in Asia, but when you're batting outside, especially in different conditions in Australia, like you did in the World Cup as well, there the thinking as a batsman is different, Shahzad.
Yeah, of course, when we play like England, Scotland, Ireland, there is then thinking is changed because in Asia ball not swinging and not seaming. When we go to the England and next year we have a World Cup in the head in England, so we go before the World Cup. We doing some practice there and we used to with the pitches and swing the ball. So inshallah we will do best.
Absolutely. And really you have the team as well. Great spinners in your rank, some quality batsmen and fantastic seamers. 14 overs gone, 88 for 4. So the current run rate is hovering around 6.29 to be precise. Projected score 125, but they still have wickets in hand. They have someone like Rashid Khan still to come. Big players in the ranks. Kabul, they like to get at least 160, 170. Going to be Bopara once again. He's been very tidy. Economy of 4. Trying a cheeky shot. Does well. That's a Bagiza. What a strike there. Ahmadi coming to the 4. Fog maximum. Picks up the length very quickly. And what a shot, Shahzad. Reminds me of Mohammad Shahzad, the way he bats.
Yeah, it's very good shot and using his pace and very good shot from Javed Ahmadi. Javed Ahmadi have a very good batsman. We have an opener batsman, so the game is going on.
But what do you think, Shahzad, should be a good score on this surface? Because they haven't started off well. They lost early wickets, 65 for 4 at one stage. What do you think should be a decent score in a big game?
Yeah, it's a final game. Is very under pressure game, but I'm very excited to saw the Rashid batting when he come and he do something for team, and 160, 170 is very good total in this pitch because this is the final match and they have universal balls, but Rashid Khan is also the other side, so it's 160 and 170 is very good total.
That's a very nice words for him as well. Dil, Kabul Jan, Rashid Jan, Jia. Really something same about Mohammad Shahzad as well. He's the Jan for everybody.
But really, I'm very happy to saw Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi and Mujib. The people love him, the way he play in the BPL, IPL. So it's very proud moment for us when Nabi play, when Rashid play, and we watching back home and we pray. When Rashid ball, we jumping in the home, and where we sitting, so we jumping with every ball. When Nabi ball, when Mujib ball. So it's really proud moment for us as well. They play in the all around the world in the leagues.
You know, that's the thing about Rashid Khan. He rightly said, even yesterday, you know, the team was under pressure. You were captaining Paktia Panthers, and the cameo he played, Rashid Khan, absolutely brilliant. The runs he scored, the way he fielded, those overs from him. Once again, does almost identical there. That's going to be a 4, not a 6. But really getting runs now, Ahmadi. Some useful runs near the 100 mark, Kabul.
Yeah, scoring going very quickly now to boundary in this over. Javed Ahmadi once again Dil scoop, very careful this shot because Bopara have a reverse swing with the ball, so very careful when you play this shot. I'm very scaring when play this shot.
Yeah, you're right, absolutely, because you're taking a lot of risk, isn't it? It's not easy. And someone like Mohammad Shahzad, when you can hit it in front, why play these shots? Both are our beloved brothers in crown of our head. Absolutely fantastic. Some great players from Afghanistan. One sitting with me. Oh, that's streaky. But they all count. The 100 up with that strike, with that fog 4. What an over it has been. Bopara before this one was so economical, but suddenly things change in T20. Shahzad?
Yeah, of course, nobody knows in the T20, 1 hour in the batting side do well and change the game. 1 hour like we play against Nabi team, so the run rate is going in 8. 1 hour, what is called the bowler, I don't know, but he's doing very good over, so suddenly change the match like this.
Oh, goes for the big one. What a strike. Fog maximum, Shpakiza. To end the over. Thanks, Shahzad, for joining us. It was a pleasure chatting with you. 15 gone is 108 for 4.
Thank you very much, Hamida.
Right, big game. 15 hours gone, 108 for 4. This partnership is building so well. And the projected score, if they go for 7 around, 143. Qais Ahmad is his third over. He bowled really well. 2 overs, 11 runs, 1 wicket. What a big day today for both sides. And welcome, Charu, alongside with me.
Thank you, Hammer. Things are suddenly looking a little better for Kabul's one, and they started out very slow, and for a while it looked like even 125 was going to be difficult. Jumps out, miss, gone. Laurie Evans jumped out going for the big one, head up in the air, was going for 100-meter 6. Instead, there was a little bit of spin for Kess. Laurie Evans missed the line completely. He'll be very embarrassed to see that, and very easy for Ikram. They lose another very important wicket here, Hammer.
Such a huge wicket. The man in form for Kabul's one on. Every single innings he got runs, and this is a suicide down the wicket. The partnership was building, but finally they got the breakthrough. Well ball, Qais Ahmed. Laurie Evans. 14 after 15 ball. 108 for 5.
Well, just when we thought that Kabul's one on were piling it on, they lose a very important wicket. Shahidullah walks in at number 7. Qais Ahmed now 2 for 11 from 2.1 overs. Hasn't the youngster done very well for his team? Mohammad Nabi starting things out with 1 for 30. Went for all 4 of his overs straight away. And now Qais Ahmed is delivering for his skipper. I've got Hammer Hassan here next to me, former Afghanistan fast bowler. I shouldn't say former. And of course, captain. But why do you think Rashid Khan didn't come into the fall of this wicket? Here it is again. Just did not move into the line. What was he thinking? But plenty of turn for Qais.
Absolutely, plenty of turn, and Rashid will be very happy to see this because they're gonna bowl next. And I have to say, well bowled to Qais. The way he judged and he bowled, tossed it up. Laurie Evans couldn't make it to connect the ball. As you mentioned, Rashid, why he didn't come for the bat. Maybe because of the leggy. Ball is coming inside. And for him will be easy to swing. So upcoming Rashid, Musa, hard hitter. And as you know, Rashid, yesterday he had a brilliant knock. The ninja cuts, my favorite.
You bet, and that's why I think even on a leggy, those ninja cuts will actually work. Across the line. No, he doesn't get enough of it. Straight to deep mid-wicket. And Mirwais Ashraf picks up another catch. Easy as ever. Well inside the boundary line. And Ahmadi will be so disappointed. Hitting across the line against the spinner, getting fair amount of turn. It wasn't the most clever shot, but he trusted himself to get it over the boundary and did not succeed.
What you have done, Javed. Crucial wicket for a balkh and a crucial time. He should go for another 2 overs, but he was in such a rush and hurry. And this man, little Qais Ahmed, the youngster, as Shahzad mentioned before, such a brilliant talent, got another wicket. A well catch from Mirwais Ashraf. 32 of just 19 ball, 109 for 6.
In walks the skipper, the talisman of his team, has done everything that could be expected. Got plenty of wickets, kept the runs down when he was bowling, and of course, look at that. 170 by the skipper at a strike rate of over 200. That's very special batting. However, he walks in here when his team's in trouble, again at number 8 this time. Oh, well bowled the wrong one to greet Rashid, and that was a tight one. But very good call from Shahidullah. Took off straight away. That's the best ever figures in T20 cricket for Kaisamat so far. He's bowled only 3 for 13 for him after 16, 110 for 6.
أي سعر بتحب تدفع لغرفتك اليوم؟ 120 100 ولا 89؟ نفس الأوتيل نفس الإقامة، بس الأسعار مختلفة. الاختيار بإيدك. صعب تلاقي أوتيل يسألك هيك سؤال، صح؟ بس هاي هي مهمة تريفاغو. بيقدر تريفاغو يعرض لك السعر المتوفر إذا حجزت عن طريق الأوتيل مباشرة، بالإضافة إلى الأسعار المختلفة من مئات المواقع والتطبيقات من حول العالم. تريفاغو بس بيقارن، لكن القرار قرارك. أوتيل تريفاغو.
20 wickets in his T20 career. Is still very, very young, of course. Economy under 7. He'll be very pleased to see that. And today, in the final of the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League, those are his 3 wickets. And top order wickets are that. He will be delighted. Hamid, what a talent for Afghanistan.
Huge talent, a brilliant talent for Afghanistan. And as you always see him in a smile, with happy face. It's a good ball. Outside edge. It's 1 run. Mirwais Ashraf, the leading wicket taker for Balkh.
Well, Aftab got into a little bit of trouble earlier on when his knee got caught in the grass here, but luckily he seems to have gotten over that minor injury threat and even came back to bowl a couple of overs.
Very strong fella, and he's an aggressive cricketer. The way he's playing now, it's a big game final, and he knows how much important for him, for the team. He all the time in the game and enjoying his cricket. Mirwais Ashraf, 2.1, just 10 runs he gave, always economical.
Well, Hamid, I've stopped saying strong for everybody or anybody in Afghanistan because they all are very strong, very tough.
No doubt.
Oh, the slow one, full toss, that's gone to the mid-wicket boundary, taken and pushed in by Carter. Very clever work. And if he were a little taller, maybe he would have taken that and stayed, but still, well done, Ryan Carter, saving his team plenty of runs. Unfortunately for him, overbalancing, and he knew he'd go over.
If it wasn't 6, he almost saved 5 runs for the team. Crucial runs. What effort. Brilliant effort in the end. Oh, that's a brilliant save. To me, it's looked so good. And in the end, well done, Ryan Carter.
Mirwais Ashraf will owe you. Well done, Ryan. What a terrific cricketer. Hard-boiled professional. And there is a deep square, so just a single. Mirwais keeping it fairly tight. Not much pace there, but lots of experience, and it's very clever, Hamid.
No doubt, very clever, very smart cricketer. How many times I have to say about Afghanistan players, because everybody is very well experienced and very good, talented players. But every single player, as you see in this tournament, they did really well. See the fans? Dil Rashid Khan. It's a beautiful ball. Once again, as you said, no pace, but very clever.
Yep. Too full for Shahidullah to get underneath it. So both these batsmen at the crease are new. No time for them to get used to anything now. Just 3 overs left after this. Kabul in trouble. Again, a slower one. Low full toss. Will they take the double? They do. Yeah, well, the race back, that was pretty good too. Rashid Khan supporting his player, Rashidullah. And the crowd appreciates that too. This is what they need. There's a sign of appreciation again.
Excellent running between the wicket, and the two are the most fit player in the team. Whenever they do yo-yo, almost touching 19 in 20. So that's why they're running too fast.
Of course, he had danced down the track, Shahidullah, so that certainly helped, although he'll be disappointed. He didn't take better toll of that full toss, slow one from Mirwais. Goes for the scoop again, and he gets plenty of bat on it, but no pace from Mirwais, and that's just good enough for 2 as Gulbadin Naib picks it up. Another decent over, effective over at the death from Mirwais. 17 gone now, 117 for 6. It's been a bowler's final so far. The skipper, Nabi, bowling himself out. 4 on the trot, 1 for 30. But look at the other figures. 1 for 7 for Aftab from 2. And Qais Ahmed, brilliant today. 3 for 13 with his leggies. And Mirwais too, very tight.
And only 1 extra. Such a disciplined bowling from Balkh. Outstanding in the field, in bowling. Oh, that's high. Qais Ahmed, brilliant. Rashid Khan, the man in form. He has to go back to pavilion. Once again, young man, very well bowled, Qais Ahmed.
Well, that's a big blow. We can even say perhaps the final blow. Rashid Khan had done so well with the bat to come late in the order, thrash it around for a quick 30 or even 40. Tried to go against the spin, got the bottom of the bat, went up in the air, and the bowler said, leave it, it's mine. And he's now got 4 for just 13. What more do you need to do in this match to stamp your class? Qais Ahmed, well done. Rashid Khan can only whisper a few words of encouragement and advice to his next batsman, Muslim Mullah. We'll talk about him later. Rashid Khan today, unfortunately, not contributing with the bat. Gone for 3, it's 117 for 7.
Muslim Musa, right-handed batsman, a good all-rounder, a strike rate, the more important, 151. And he got 47 runs in this tournament so far. The team will be much needed him today to get some runs.
Shahidullah, perhaps luckily for him, didn't get that from the sweet spot. Otherwise, there was a long on waiting. Rasuli, and here it is again. The captain and the main hope late in the order for Kabul's one on. Skies it easy for Qais Ahmed to run towards it. And he's got 4 now, his highest ever. Well, 3 for 13 was his best ever anyway. He's never taken 4 in limited overs cricket, and he now has. And by the way, it's not over yet. He's got 4 deliveries. Oh, brilliant. Around leg and middle and then missing off. Just the perfect leg spinner's delivery, Hamid.
Perfect line and length, outstanding. So, top most wicket taker Ushuru Udana, 17, and Syed Shirzad, second. Qais Ahmed, he joined the party. That's a big slog. True to mid wicket. Fox, Saluriza, finally they got a boundary. Brilliant shot from Musa. He's not going to stop all the time. He's looking for the boundary. If it's first ball or last ball. That's a well played.
I still remember he came in one of the earlier matches and got 2 sixes, a quick 17 from 7. It was, I suppose you can argue, in the slot, but still got it low on the bat. And luckily for him, found the gap because there was a deep mid-wicket. It's Ryan Deshkarte, but even he couldn't get to the ball. Well, you can't find a fielder every time, can you?
Yep, you're right. And he judged the googly very well.
Well, he'd moved off. Maybe created too much distance between him and the ball. Muslim Musa, he'll be regretting the fact because there was a half-tracker and should have been put away.
Absolutely, but the turn is there. That's why he couldn't manage to put it through extra cover or to mid-wicket. So, well...
Last ball of Qais Ahmed is spell. And it's up in the air again. This should be taken. The keeper's getting underneath it. Easy and done. Qais Ahmed, magnificent today. A 5 for only 14. This has been absolutely brilliant. The leg spinner may well have won his match. Or his team, the final.
What a performance from this young boy. Outstanding. Got 5 wickets. Best figure ever in T20. The spin, the turn. And Musa hit it bottom of the bat. Couldn't manage to go for a maximum. In the end, easy catch for Ikram. And this is his celebration. And thanks to Allah. Well done and well bowled, Qais Ahmed. You deserve it. Muslim Musa, 4 of just 4 ball. 122 for 8.
Shahidullah now has the company of Malik, who hasn't really starred with the bat so far, but he'll have his opportunity now. There are 2 overs to go, just 12 deliveries, not much time. And I suppose there it is again. That's our Muslim Musa. After hitting 1 boundary, again tried to pull across the line. That sweep didn't work out. Bottom of the bat, easy catch, and Qais Ahmed with a fifer today. Well, that smile, of course, is always there, but today a special smile, Hamid.
Absolutely. I love the way he smiled and the way he bowled today. Exceptionally outstanding. 5 wickets, his best figure ever in T20. Aftab Alam with headband. Whenever he bowls, he reminds me my headband when I was bowling for Afghanistan.
Well, you can put it on now too if you want.
It's an overthrow. No backup. They got 2 welcome runs. I tell you what, they have to go till the end of this last 2 overs, because otherwise they have no batsman, only 1 batsman left. The main player is Shahidullah, so I have to strike a lot because he's an opener batsman for under 19, but here he's batting number 7 or number 6.
So Shahidullah obviously has a lot of ability, as Hamid just reminded us. Now, I'm not blaming the fielder for taking a shy. Another look at Qais Ahmed. 5 for today, and that too in a final of their first ever league. And nice and full, but angling down leg. So just a single off it, and that will put Farid Malik on now. What about Malik's abilities as we continue to take a look at the potential match winner for Balkh legends?
Qais Ahmed, best ever, 5 wickets, and also in the league, top of the table, first 5er in Gulbahar, Afghanistan Premier League. He will be the first ever bowler.
Well, I'm sorry, but Ben Cutting did get 5 for 28 in the opening match, I think it was. But this is the best ever, as in 5 for much less. Qais Ahmed, well done. So, Aftab, can he keep it tight in the last couple of overs? That'll just go for a single. No timing there for Shahidullah. That's a big problem. There's been a big problem all match long, Hamid. Is it something to do with the pitch or nerves, or what is it in your mind?
In my mind, through all innings, if you see their batting, they just couldn't manage the partnership to build. The only one partnership they built. So this is the best bowling figures. Ben Cutting, 5 for 28. And Qais Ahmed now, 5 for 18. So that's why he's on the top.
Again, jumps out, squirts away to cover. No run there. Well, this is another very, very good over from the Balkh perspective. Mohammad Nabi must be delighted.
It's a pressure game, Charu. And as you know, Nabi and Rashid played last year in Shpagiza. They play against each other. But unfortunately, Nabi lost. So right now, Balkh is on top. But you never know. Second innings, wicket is turning. It will be difficult to bat also. But they need some 10 runs, 15 runs.
So you make a good point. Maybe a bit of revenge on Mohammad Nabi's mind. The throw comes in. And from all indications so far, take a look at that projected figure. If they get to even 136, it's not, to our mind, likely to be enough. Of course, we've seen in the other 2 semi-finals the chasing was really difficult. There's a shy, and you would have made it easily, though. So, yeah, Hamid, you know, it's a good time to remind everybody that in the 2 semi-finals, the chasing side didn't get much at all, but they were chasing mountains. Here, they may be chasing 130 or so, which is a lot easier.
Absolutely, bowling to Chris Gayle. And Ravi Bopara, Nabi especially, and Ryan Tindaskarta. I don't know which name I have to remind, but all are just brilliant. 128 for 8 after 19.
One of the biggest guys on the park, Mirwais Ashraf, will bowl the final over Balkh Legends. He's given only 16, very tight so far. And remember, this is the final. So that is a very good bowling performance. No wickets for him. Maybe that will change right now, Hamid.
Absolutely. I think he should go just for dot balls. Forget the wicket. Every single dot ball, just counting as a wicket, especially in last over. Shahidullah, very aggressive batsman. but he couldn't middle the ball so far, struggling with the bat. Improvisation. Well ball Mirwais once again. Checked the batsman, followed him, and in the end, dot ball.
Yeah, well, you know, it's difficult to blame him for moving away and trying that scoop once again. You can argue that it was almost there, but too full. Very clever again by Mirwais. Of course, Malik wanted the single. Sent back by Shahidullah, who's much the better batsman, as Hamid has reminded us. A big under-19 star. 5 balls left. And they could use another 15, even 20. We need some Spagizas.
Yeah, if Rashid was there, maybe some Spagiza or Saluriza. Beautiful shot, looking for 2. Could be. Made it easy. Well, welcome 2 run. Finally, I think they just target another 10 runs. It will be more than enough, maybe, because in this stage, 130 and playing against Balkh with the big names, with the big players, and every single player is in such a good form.
Yeah, you make a good point. Balkh legends are fabulous with the bat, but 140, if they can get there, at least it'll give them some hope. Again, very full, very clever. What a terrific final over so far by Mirwais. And haven't Balkh done everything just right so far today?
There's nothing much in a wicket, just a little bit spin, but the only thing is a discipline. The way they bowled, spinners or fast bowlers, they accelerate and execute the plan on right time. They get the wickets on time, the most important wickets of Javed and Evans. That gone in cast, couldn't middle again.
And after Shkate, I don't think they're going to try the second. So this has been a very disappointing effort by Shahidullah in the final over. You were high praise for him, of course, for good reason, but just unable to find the timing, even on a low full toss. Perhaps a little more pace was taken away by Mirwais. But he has been very clever, and the batsman for Kabul's one on not so. 2 balls left. Will they get to that 140 mark? Not even psychological, it's just 140 though. Oh, got him! Farid Malik danced down the track. Wanted to go for a big one. Played over the ball again, brilliantly bowled by Mirwais, and as we were saying, he has picked up a wicket for all his troubles today.
You beauty, Mirwais. Finally, he got a wicket, full and straight. Oh, he missed it complete. A low full toss, a very well ball in the end. Mirwais Ashraf finally got his first wicket, and he's now taking almost 15 wickets in this tournament. Brilliant effort. Top wicket taker for Balkh, and very, very economical. Farid Malik. 4 runs, just 5 ball he faced. 131 for 9.
Nasir Totakhil, what can he do? 1 ball left. Do we get a final for Spagiza or not? I'm guessing not, the way Mirwais is bowling. And Totakhil not exactly known for bailing his side out with the bat. So here we go, Hamid. This has been a terrific performance by Balkh legends. They are the favourites at this stage. The maximum they can get to is about 137.
Oh, that's a well ball once again. Follow the batsman, fuller length. What an over from Mirwais. Brilliant. Just give only 3 runs in a wicket. Outstanding. Such a brilliant performance. He will be very pleased. Nabi will be very pleased. The way they performed, the way they bowled, fielding was outstanding. And you can see the happiness of their performance. But still, they have to chase the score.
Well, yes, I mean, there is still that minor hill to climb. I'm not going to call it a mountain because they have only 133 to win the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League powered by Fog. Rashid Khan, unfortunately, with the bat not working, he'll have to come back and somehow work his magic with his leg spinners. So, shame that Shahidullah couldn't really take off. Only 12 from 14, and that too at the death, we'll have to say. Batting, he made it look a little more difficult out there than it could have been. So Ronki with the first go, Hazratullah Zazai. What a shame that he also miscued one. Plenty of miscues all the way around. Contributions in the middle, but nothing really. Only Ahmadi getting 32 from 19. And when he holed out, It looked like maybe Evans and Rashid could go ahead, but they didn't either. Qais Ahmed, brilliant today. And as you said, just that one extra, very tight.
Absolutely. So this is the bowling card. Nabi, outstanding, just gave 30 runs, 4 overs. And the man, Qais Ahmed, got 5 wickets, best figure ever. And Bupara, a little bit expensive, 3/28. And Gulbadin, 2/22, a bit expensive too. Just only one extra. So let's go to Brian.
I'm delighted to say that we've been joined by the Chief Executive Officer of the Afghanistan Cricket Board, Shafiqullah Staniksai. Shafiq, you must feel so proud. This must be the culmination of an awful lot of hard work tonight, the final of the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League.
Well, exactly. We are very much pleased, the entire team, the effort that they have put behind this league and made this league possible. Tonight is a night that we can feel very much proud.
The first edition, how do you think it's gone?
Well, it's a real good platform for us to make this league as one of the biggest league in the cricketing world, and that's our prime objective as well. So the inaugural edition is a platform for the future success, and also for the Afghanistan cricket to strengthen further, and also to provide opportunities for the talent that we have back home, and where we don't have a platform for them to showcase their talent. So this is a fantastic opportunity for them, and also a fantastic opportunity for Afghanistan Cricket Board to strengthen further and to be a force to reckon.
How's it being received back home?
Every single individual is very proud of Afghanistan Cricket Board, and as a public organization, nothing's pleasing than that when the entire nation feels proud of you and the efforts that the organization puts behind it. So it's Afghanistan Premier League is one of the biggest project national wise, and I'm so happy that it's been conducted very successfully, and tonight we are witnessing the final day of that.
And it's put quite a few of your young players very much in the spotlight for other leagues around the world as well, I guess.
To be honest, Brian, for initial few years, the objective behind this league is not a business, not to make it as a business venture. It's our objective is just to give opportunity to show for our young talents and domestic talent to showcase their talent in a global arena. So that has been done fantastically well. As you have seen, the standard of cricket is very high, and lots of players put themselves in a shop window. So lots of franchisee queries still happening for some of these players, some of the talents that we have seen.
Shafiq, thank you very much indeed for joining us, and once again, congratulations on this inaugural Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks very much, Shafiq. And Ravi, in you come. I've got Ravi Bopara here with me from the Balkh Legends. Ravi, 132 for 9. You must be absolutely delighted with that.
I think we would have taken that at the start of the game, 132 runs here on this ground, but I suspect it won't be an easy chase. You've seen over the last couple of days how difficult it's been for the chasing team. It's been one-sided semi-finals, so yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy. I think we just got to have a good start, and then hopefully we can win it in the end.
A word on Qais Ahmed. What a fantastic spell of bowling.
He's a brilliant find. He's spins it both ways, bowls it at a good pace, very confident as well in his ability, plays with a smile on his face, so yeah, he's a brilliant cricketer.
Chance of seeing him at Essex next summer?
Yeah, maybe. We've got Adam Zampa waiting in the wings, but there's nothing wrong with having 2 leg spinners.
Now, in terms of the chase, you mentioned it might be tough. Chris Gayle at the top, of course. Is it going to be Chris Gayle against Rashid Khan? Is that where the match is going to be won and lost now?
No, it's going to be to take all 11 of us to win this game. It's not just about 2 blokes. Although they are both box office, it's about all 11 of us going out and doing our best.
And in terms of the surface, did it play as you expected it to play?
Yeah, I think so. It's not the usual Sharjah wicket you tend to get here. So, 132, I know it sounds low, but still, I think it's a task to still go out and get them.
Ravi, thank you very much indeed for joining us, and best of luck for the second innings. Thank you. Back to you in the commentary box.
Thank you so much, Brian. Earlier, Shafiqullah Staniksai, the CEO of the Afghanistan Cricket Board, making a very important point, not to treat the league as a business proposition to begin with, but only as a developmental tool. And haven't they done that so well? Hamid Hassan here with me, former skipper of Afghanistan, and I'm sure you agree with that. So Ingram and Parnell have a bit of a partnership, and Evans and Ahmadi, and then not much at all. So just that one extra, 132 for 9, which leaves the Balkh legends when they come back with a relatively easy task in this final here of the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League of scoring 133 to take the trophy. Don't go away. We'll be right back with that chase.
OSN Sports Cricket is available on OSN Play. Register now. The Windies Tour of India has moved to the short game.
This is generally the Lions' den.
With a series of 5 ODIs and 3 T20s.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Will the visitors rise up to the challenge?
Beautiful.
Or will the men in blue stand firm?
Oh, that's big.
India versus the Windies, the second pay-TM ODI. Wednesday, live only on OSN Sports Cricket HD. Or live stream it with OSN Play.
What do you want?
I want some more.
I wanted more.
More.
If you want more, you can get more. Just connect your OSN box to the internet. A world of entertainment is already yours.
I got it, I need it, I can't wait to see it. I got it, I need it, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait, no, I can't wait, no.
Connect your OSN box and press this red button to get thousands of hours of movies, series, full box sets, Arabic content, documentaries, lifestyle shows, and kids content. All sorted and stacked, waiting for you at no extra cost.
Let's go!
Connect your OSN box and get more entertainment.
Awesome!
Watch what you want when you want. Visit osn.com/connectme.
Here you have the chance to be part of something much bigger than yourself.
The time has come.
Oh my God.
For another Marvel masterpiece. It's memorable.
I want you to be what you are.
Unrivaled heroes. Unparalleled powers.
I come with you. I'm coming for blood.
Unpredictable appearances. All our favorite mutants.
You're ready to play ours. Who's with me? I'm in.
All in one place.
That's what I'm so long. You know what?
Let the showdown begin.
Let's do this.
Now showing on OSN Pop-Up Channel X-Men HD. New Zealand have already taken the glory.
And the Bledisloe Cup stays in New Zealand.
Now the Wallabies are fighting to avoid the whitewash in Bledisloe 3.
The Wallabies are not going to lie down anymore.
New Zealand versus Australia, Saturday, live only on OSN Sports 5 HD.
Welcome back to the Sharjah Cricket Ground. Here's a reminder of how Kabul's one-on made only 132. Very low score, we think, for the final. I'm Charu Sharma. I've got Doug Brown here with me. Dougie, it's been a bowler's match so far.
So far it has been slightly disappointing. The way the batsmen have tried to apply themselves here, they're both sticking in the wicket a little bit, offering a bit for the spinners. But I have to say, the way that Qais Ahmed, 4 overs, no maidens, 5 for 18. And Mohammad Nabi put a strangle on this Kabul batting approach. It was absolutely outstanding stuff from the youngster. He thoroughly deserved his 5 wickets. And no matter what they did, well, they just couldn't get off to that start they were looking for. Lost wickets, never managed to establish partnerships. Good fielding and some fairly reckless shots as well, contributing towards a total of 132 for 9 off the 20 overs.
Yeah, well, when the pressure got on, I suppose it's difficult to blame the batsmen for trying to push it along, and unfortunately for them, they hit the fielders more often than not. Of course, that Laurie Evans will not want to remember.
And 1 or 2 of them wouldn't like to remember the shots. And there's another one. You know, going across the line of the ball spinning a little bit, not massive amounts, but just enough to make sure that if you are going to cross the line, you need to be executing properly. Otherwise, you're going to perish.
Well, I'm not so sure where we thought the match got away, but certainly Colin Ingram was a big one, and then maybe Laurie Evans as well. And finally, when Rashid Khan went, you knew that the team was in deep trouble.
You see all the batsmen getting starts here, 10, 21, 21, 32, 14, but nobody go. Going on.
A bowler for sure, and doesn't really off spin to begin with, although that's what he threatens, but really goes in there and bowls those gentle outswingers and keeps the batsman guessing. His length is so tight, it's so difficult to get him away. There are the umpires, and of course always a lot of hard work there. I don't think we thank the umpires enough, Dougie, but there's a lot of thankless work as well.
Well, it doesn't matter. Every day is a fielding day for the umpires, isn't it? And no matter what decision they give, it might be the best decision in the world. Somebody's always going to have something to say about it. They've had a pretty uneventful day so far. Everything has been fairly straightforward, but there we go. Kabul's Swanan, they're going to have to pull out all the stops here if they're going to get themselves across. It might just actually play into their hands and make it quite difficult for them to go up to a very good start like they've been looking for Chris Gayle to do.
And of course, Rashid Khan bowls those magnificent googlies, and if Chris Gayle goes for the big one, misses his line, he could squirt it anywhere up in the air or maybe even get stumped, although he doesn't really dance down the track. But 259 here, and he started out very slowly, Doug. I don't know if you've been following the entire league, but it almost looked like he was not in his best form or just not giving 100% in terms of intensity, but when he got that 80, it really opened the floodgates, and Colin Munro, of course, has done very well too.
Yeah, well, it's a difficult ask here for Kabul. You know, the two very, very good players out there in the middle, both left-handers, may play into their hand. Wayne Parnell opening the bowling. They're going to be looking for some fairly significant impact in the game from him. He does swing the ball up front, two left-handers on strike, so you'd be hoping to think that he can actually get one past the outside edge and maybe nick one of these two batsmen off early in the piece.
I wonder why they've gone with the two lefties, because the last match in the semi-final, they got plenty of runs. They went in with Rasuli, who got a match-winning knock, 70, I think it was, 78. But here they are, so Chris Gale, who does he have now? There's a little bit of confusion in terms of who's at the boundary, or we'll clear that up. But Gale has been in magnificent form, and Parnell, although he's taken 10 wickets, has been expensive, near 9 and over.
Yeah, and that's not what they'll be looking for at this stage, but he has taken 10 wickets, and perhaps the thinking is here that if he can get them off the start with the ball, get them into the game and just change the momentum, it might just change the whole fortunes.
Well, as anticipated, just a quiet start for Chris Gale, and not such a bad opening delivery by Wayne Parnell. He needs to be on target now. He's been a little wayward, and which is why all those runs given away, sometimes going down leg, a few wides, but that I think will settle some nerves.
Yeah, sometimes it's very difficult as a batsman to know how to pitch this run chase. You know, do you play the way Chris Gale normally plays and go out and look to get yourself in for the first over and then try and take down everybody, or do you try and pace your innings a little bit longer than what you otherwise would do?
Well, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the balkh dugout when Mohammad Nabi was trying to talk strategy and instruction to Chris Gale. I'm sure there wasn't much of that. Well, you know, he's obviously going to play his game, but the rest, I'm sure there was a lot of discussion about how to, as you say, chase the 133.
Yeah, sometimes low-scoring games can be quite intriguing to watch. You know, a wicket early or 2 wickets early, and it changes the whole flow of the game. What is interesting is Colin Munro, Chris Gale's partner, he likes to be quite funky and innovative. He likes to sweep and reverse sweep, and so far they've found that very difficult. You know, contributing to us a wide down the leg side, and that's not going to help. You know, we saw in the Balkh Legends bowling effort there was very few in the way of extras, and this certainly will not help Kabul's cause.
Well, let me remind everybody listening, 1 extra the entire innings. That's just magnificent, and Wayne, I think, has equalled that right here in the first over. And I did mention that he was a little wayward, and 2 terrific deliveries, and you come in and bowl one that wide. Not the best. Of course, Chris Gale, as you said, keeps a little quiet to begin with. Can't give him a boundary ball. That's still okay. First runs on the board. Balkh Legends chasing just 133. And the best part, of course, is there needs to be no desperation, Dougie. You can just walk this. A single here or a 2 there, a loose ball, a boundary.
Yeah, you would say on the face of it, it should be a fairly straightforward run chase, but we've all been involved in cricket for long enough to know that even the most simple run chases on paper end up being quite tricky on grass. And this pitch has not been at its flattest. The ball has stuck in. They've made it very difficult for batsmen to rotate strike, and certainly the boundary options that we've seen throughout the course of this tournament so far have actually been negated. It's been very difficult to play cross-batted shots or actually hit across the line of the spin. So it'll be very interesting to see how this game unfolds.
Short, and that could go to hand. It does! Colin Munro swings it around. Did he know there was a fielder there? Well, we won't know now, will we? Because it went straight to the hand of deep square. A step or 2 in front. The catch dipping low, but taken easily. And Wayne Parnell strikes.
Well, we said this game needed wickets of Kabul's one, and we're going to get into the game and go across the line. That certainly helps the cause. A fairly reckless shot there, slightly unlucky if you like, but picking out the man at deep square leg. Wayne Parnell delighted, and Colin Munro unfortunately perishes. He's got to walk off, and the first wicket down in the first over. It's 2 for 1.
Darwish Rasuli walks in. Remember, in the semi-final, he opened, got plenty of runs, But this time coming in at number 3, which is virtually like an opener because only one over's not even gone past yet, 4 deliveries. So he's in because, well, wouldn't Monroe be disappointed?
Yeah, he would indeed. The one man out deep on the square leg boundary, and he's picked him out. He hasn't had to move a muscle. Again, it's a good catch under pressure, under the lights here in Sharjah. Colin Monroe absolutely devastated, but a good catch there from Colin Ingram.
Yeah, played by Colin, caught by Colin. Oh, again, drifting. He does go around the wicket, Wayne Parnell to the right-hander. But that was a gimme. Just needed the lightest of touches. And our first Fog Saluriza.
Yeah, and a very easy boundary there for Rasuli. First ball, Wayne Parnell just erring on length, trying to do the right thing and give the batsman no width. Just getting slightly too straight on the angle of round the wicket. And just any bat at all, or thigh pad, and the ball will certainly whistle away to the fine leg boundary, beating that short fine leg fielder.
Mo got him! What a comeback by Wayne Parnell. Rasuli, a boundary of his first over. And just seemed to lose that ball somewhere. It was just a perfect delivery for Wayne Parnell. And he will be delighted. All of Kabul's one-on will be. This is a huge wicket.
And just nothing wrong with that delivery at all. Dead straight ball, not doing anything. Rasuli just looked like a bit of a rabbit in the headlights. Maybe the pressure getting to him. He's bitterly disappointed. Wayne Parnell delighted. That changes the whole complexion of the game. So Rasuli comes and he goes for 4. The score is 6 for 2.
Rashid Khan, does he bring himself in? I suspect not. He is handing the ball over to Farid Malik, who didn't do very much with the bat, but he wasn't expected to. Now, if he can continue what Wayne Parnell started out, Kabul's one-on will be right in it. 2 big wickets in the opening over. Who would have imagined? And haven't we been trying to establish the stranger things have happened, chasing just 133 for a win. But now, Chris Gale doesn't do much in the first over, as Dougie said, but he can cover up very quickly for all of that.
It's a good start there from Farid Malik. A little bit of shape away from Chris Gale. Here's a wicket. Parnell just running in round a wicket angle. For some reason, Rasuli just completely lost that. No foot movement at all. Just playing with his hands, coming back inside the line of the ball, and unfortunately for him, he misses. Wayne Parnell hits. It's the second wicket, and the game is absolutely flipped on its head.
Well, Parnell showing us how it's done. We said that he was a little expensive, not really among the wickets, but all of a sudden that first over has changed everything for Kabul's one-on.
A nice single down to third man from Chris Gale. It'll be interesting how Chris Gale plays now. We know what his natural game is. We know it takes a bit of time, but generally in a 20-20 game, he takes that first over to get himself in, and then he starts to go. Just lost 2 wickets. His natural intent would be to try and take the bowlers on here, but can he afford to get it wrong?
And also I wonder if he's allowing himself to think that if the pitch is not just perfect here and I go for 1 shot too soon and I sky it up, and it's just going to look very miserable. So maybe he'll continue to be more quiet, but he's got a terrific partner in Ryan Dishkarte, who's such a hard-boiled professional, keeps pushing the ball around, can also hit big. There he goes, as soon as he walks in. Now this could be tight. Yeah, they needed to field a little better. Chris Gale decided, all right, if I've been asked to start, started the diesel engine, and luckily for him, made it.
There's one person who's out there at the moment who will be hating the fact that Ryan Tenduscata is at the other end, and that's Chris Gale, because Tenduscata is an absolute ferret between his stumps. He's looking to turn 1s into 2s, 2s into 3s, Chris Gayle, on the other hand, no, he deals mainly in boundaries. But Tendescata gets himself going by rotating strike and pushing really, really hard in the field. And the fact that he's batting with Chris Gayle, who's a boundary hitter, may actually affect Tendescata's rhythm.
And they take another quick single. And just to remind everybody, I'm sure you follow your cricket, there's only 1 year between them. And together they're worth 77 years. So while Deshkar, of course, does still run like a hare, maybe not Chris Gayle. And you don't want to push that. The running between the wickets with Mr. Henry Gayle here.
Yeah, 77 years between them, and even more in the way of experience at international level. Two very good men for both legends to have in the middle, both having exceptionally good tournaments. Tendescata has scored a lot of runs under pressure in this tournament. Chris Gayle just blowing away the opposition as and when required.
Yeah, well, this time Gayle certainly not interested. What a terrific opening over from Farid Malik as well. So 5 balls gone, only 3 runs, and it looks like umpire Anil Chaudhary is happy to hand Farid Malik a bit of a warning of his second step, particularly in the follow-through in the danger area. We'll try and take another look at it. Can't argue with that now, Dougie Brown, can you?
Never a truer word. What is actually interesting at the moment is the way that the Kabul fielders are throwing themselves around and applauding, and the sort of that lack of intent when he first started has now changed completely, and now they're chasing everything.
Well, he goes round now for either after being warned, and yet Deshkar can't pierce the infield. 2 gone is 9 for 2. Understandably, Wayne Parnell given a second over from the pavilion side. Oh, it's nice and full. Well, he's bowled well today, apart from the fact that his line was a little off a couple of times in the opening over. So, Chris Gayle, a very special landmark. Dougie, how often can we say somebody's got 12,000 runs in his T20 career? Of course, 353 matches as well. And the strike rate, just brilliant.
That's a remarkable stat. 353 matches, 12,000 runs in all formats of T20. Played all over the world. Strike rate 143. Phenomenal.
Oh, clever, clever. Third man was very wide. And Deshkar is showing just why he's such a professional. He knew, surely, the third man was too square. Just the gentlest of touches, another fog Saluriza.
Yeah, beautiful deflection there from Rand Tendescata. He's scored hundreds and hundreds of runs in that fashion over the course of his T20 career. He's so quick, he's getting the ball down to third man, and then he's pushing very hard that first run, knowing that even if the fielder fields it, he's always going to come back for that second run. On that occasion, just beating the third man fielder and going for 4.
Mr. Parnell, that's not what the team needs. Well, we can't be too harsh now, can he? Picked up 2 wickets in the first over, and they are worth their weight in gold.
They are. They're very disappointing to give away a couple of boundaries, and just to err on your line a little bit, because, you know, there's easy pickings. If you can just deflect, and generally the fine leg fielder is inside the ring, and if you get half a bat on it, the ball's going to go for 4 every single time. They're very different to the way the bulk legends bowled their 20 overs.
Much better. That's the way we want it. So just back to Gayle, a reminder that he is the first batsman to reach 12,000 runs. That's in the bottom right of your screen, but even more important, nobody else has reached 10,000. So he's miles ahead, a world ahead. And that's how he likes to say, I'm the universe boss. And of course, we know why. Also, he has 2,100s, Dougie. Brian just reminded us from behind. And the next is 7. There are 2 at 7, Luke Wright and Brendan McCullum. Will that go through? A big dive put in by Rashid Khan, a slide at any rate. That's just brilliant. He is giving 100%. Did nothing with the bat today, sadly for him. But we'll see what he can do with the ball. And here in the field, showing how it's done.
Yeah, I've been really impressed watching Rashid Khan over the last few months. He just plays every single game as if it's his last game. He looks like he's enjoying everything he does, whether he's got the bat in his hand, got the ball in his hand, or he's chasing in the field. Even when you see him fielding long on, long off, he's running from long on to long off at the other end. It's absolutely wonderful to see.
And what was so special about Rashid Khan, what he just did a ball or two ago, is of course he put in the slide. Now a lot of people are getting their knees stuck in, but not him. He knows how not to do that. Of course he's fielding with his opposite hand, the left, and he anticipated the bounce and caught it one-handed. So just brilliant, that exhibition. And of course, is the commitment.
A good start from Rashid Khan again, showing that commitment, just diving on top of the ball. A true captain, a true warrior. Mohamed Nabi is sitting, watching, thinking about how he's going to get involved in the game and what he's going to do to take his team to victory.
Well, Rashid Khan, great intensity, and Mohamed Nabi, to the contrary, great calm. Again, very quick. This one pierces the field. It might go all the way, racing away. And now I think it does, just about touch the boundary line. So that's Fog Saluriza. Great attempt, by the way. Good commitment in the field. But it is quick, and the quicker Rashid balls, the quicker he'll go through to the boundary.
Yeah, that's the pace on that time working against them. But again, it was the width that was on offer to Ryan Tendiskata. Tendiskata very, very quick to jump onto a wide ball. And although he may remonstrate with his fielders, Rashid Khan probably only to blame himself for the line that he bowled.
Well, all fire there. Rashid Khan raced to his left, fielded of his own bowling, and thought that if Ryan Dishkart is taking a bit of a start, I might actually get him. Fired it in. This is a great contest, Dougie, so far. Oh, it's just what we were hoping the final would bring.
Yeah, 2020 cricket, the game it changes on its head very, very quickly. There's a little game within a game going on right now. Rashid Khan knows that if he can take a wicket, he gets the main match winners for Balkh Legends in early, and that's got to be to Kabul's advantage.
Laurie Evans not in the field. A substitute for him, of course, Eid Streak, their coach. Wonder what they're thinking. I'm sure they'll be quite delighted with what's happened so far, knowing that it's going to be a very difficult total to defend. They've done a good job so far. 4 gone, just 20 for 2.
So Malik continuing, ball the 5th over here. Chris Gale curbing his natural instinct to have a bit of a dip at these bowlers, not being allowed to so far.
Big appeal, that might be drifting down leg. The umpire thinks so as well. So Farid Malik, of course, was bowling from the opposite end. Bowled a reasonable over to begin with, just gave 3 from it, reasonable. No, very good over, matter of fact. And now, of course, thanks to Rashid Khan coming from the other end, that's a clear indication going way down leg. Malik now changes ends. He's bowling from the pavilion end and started out quite well, we've got to say.
Yeah, any dot ball is a good result. Again, Kabul need wickets. Keeping pressure on Chris Gale. You just feel that something's about to happen.
Oh, drifting down leg. Easy put away for Chris Gale. Didn't have to do too much. Fine leg was in the circle. Well to his right. Just turned the ball around Chris Gale. So he chips in now with a fog boundary. And remember, they're not chasing much. So all these are very important.
Yeah, I think boundaries are part and parcel of 2020 cricket, but the disappointing thing for the bowling side, fielding side, is that how easy they've given up the boundaries they've given so far. If you go back 20 overs, Balkh legends made Kabul work incredibly hard for every single run, and it was very, very difficult. So far, there's been, the boundaries on offer have been easy pickings.
Yeah, comeback from Farid Malik, well fielded by Rashid. Who else? It shows only a single. Chris Gale happy to just amble across for one. But just want to quickly mention, I wonder what's going on in Farid Malik's mind, Dougie, because from the opposite end, Anil Chaudhary was very happy to remind him about, there it is again, of getting into the danger area. So he was given a warning and then went around the wicket and was okay there. But perhaps the captain said, well, listen, why don't we just take him to the other end? Maybe he'll get away with it again.
And it is quite disconcerting as a bowler when you've been warned off, or if you're pushing the front line with your front foot and close to no ball. These sort of things, they play in the bowler's mind. And what they need is clarity of thought here. They need all the bowlers running in, knowing that they can commit fully to the delivery they want to commit to. The last thing they want is having to think about something technical. Yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah, can't be thinking peripherals or secondary thoughts, but that was another terrific delivery by Farid Malik. Angled it in, and Deshkate just trying to gently cut it. Almost played on. He'll be glad he didn't. It's another tight over. Out of 4 deliveries, 5 runs so far.
Yeah, and a very good crowd building up here in this final, watching an absolute ripper of a game so far. At this moment, it could go in any direction. You feel the next 2 or 3 overs is really going to define the outcome of this match.
Backward point, no run, so continues to be tight. Both the batsmen in there. Certainly Gale, known for his big hitting, striking well below 100 so far. Now we know that can change pretty dramatically, but it's incredible that they've managed to keep both the batsmen quiet. That's what Farid Malik's done so far. Well, wickets almost always, but as you can see, he's been expensive on occasion. And today is one occasion you don't want to give runs away. You don't want to pick wickets, that's fine. Can't be giving runs away, and certainly no extras. Good over so far. 5 runs. Last ball.
And a good bouncer to finish the over. That's a dot ball getting out the over. 5 overs gone. It's 25 for 2.
Shahidullah is going to be the left-arm spinner, coming in 5 wickets for him so far in the Afghanistan Premier League. 2 for 18 is best. He's got a task in hand. Farid Malik has really bowled well. That was a flat delivery, wide as well, indicated by umpire Anil Chaudhary. Haven't really capitalized in the first 5 overs so far, Balkh legends, but they can take their time. The target not very big. The important factor is Chris Gale still out there. He's such a big player. Last few innings he's really batted well for the Balkh legends, and Rashid Khan would be doing that. With me in the commentator box for the very first time today is Hamid Hassan, Afghanistan pace bowler.
Thank you, Ajay. A brilliant game so far. And a wonderful bowling from Kabul zone on. They got 2 big wickets in first over. And the way they started, It's almost in a good position, but they need some more wickets to keep the pressure and do some dot balls. It's a run-out chance. Oh, close one. It's a good quick runs. Rashid was the fielder. Such a good athlete and a brilliant with the ball to this tournament in batting. He made it. Well made it. Good run in the end.
That's hammered straight to the fielder. The long off fielder just brought in. That's Hazratullah Zazai. They still have a lot of batting left. Someone like Bapara still left. Then, of course, the captain Muhammad Nabi. Such a good player. That's in the air. Oh! That would have been a brilliant catch. Rashid Khan took some fantastic catches. Was also running the field yesterday. Was in the air. Chris Gayle not getting the elevation as he wanted. Just thought that... missing that one. That could be a very costly miss.
Goodness me, Rashid, what you have done, you drop a catch of Chris Gayle. The wicket, Kabul needed much, but in the end, lucky for Chris Gayle and bad luck for Rashid. He didn't grab it well, and in the end, a chance for Chris Gayle, the man in form, a dangerous cricketer ever in T20 for 12,000 runs. It's a massive.
Yeah, this is going to be the lowest power play score for Balkh Legends as well in the tournament so far. Earlier it was 44 for 1. Trying the cheeky shot at Tendeskate. End of the over. The power play gone 30 for 2. So target 133, going to be a change in bowling. Muslim Musa coming in. I mentioned about the lowest score in the power play so far for the Balkh Legends. See, earlier it was 44 for 1 versus the Nangar Leopards. We also got 45 for 1 against Kabul. And today, of course, the lowest so far, 30 for 2. Despite the fact that Chris Gayle is still out there. He's taking his time. They've lost a few wickets. He's taking his time. Chris Gayle in no hurry at all. But Rashid Khan, what a miss. That would have been a big wicket for them. The wicket of Chris Gayle. It was in the edge. You see the reaction of Chris Gayle just standing there. Into his hands. Low down. Oh, missing that one. Such a good fielder. Dear, oh dear. Straight into the hands and popping out. Oh, that struck fearlessly. Hitting the bowler as well on its way. Was really struck very powerfully in the air, but really difficult in the pop, the follow through.
That's hit so hard. Hit like a bullet. I hope Musa didn't got any damage. Oh. It's no chance to save himself. And this is an encouragement that he says, "You okay?"
Yeah, that came as a trace of bullet, isn't it? Because really difficult in your follow through. Just that it might just stick in your hands, but really tough.
Very tough, Ajay. If you're a fast bowler and try to catch a cotton ball, it's very difficult. No reaction, no time. It's a good line in length. They need to build a partnership. Otherwise, they will be struggling like same Kabul's one on. Happened with them. Didn't get any runs, especially of top order. And then got a small partnership from Javed and Evans. Javed and Evans, yeah, they got a little bit partnership. But in the end, when wicket has fall, They just only managed 132 runs. This man, Chris Gayle, will be dangerous. They need to get him out. He already got one chance. There's a miscue. Oh, in the gap. Beautiful shot for Fox Saluriza from Chris Gayle. A welcome boundary.
Yeah, probably didn't time it as he would have liked, getting a fork 4 by seconding the field. Once again, Rashid Khan and long on, trying desperately to stop that one. Falling in no man's land. Good try there by Rashid Khan, very tough. Just trying to make a move now, Chris Gayle. Once again, banging shot, not timing it. Hasn't been the most fluent knock by Chris Gayle so far. As you mentioned, Balkh also 6 for 2 at one stage. Kabul's one and were 23 for 2 early on. So both the teams not getting the starts they would have liked.
Yeah, you're right. Rashid is still shaking his head. Maybe because of that catch of Chris Gayle. Could be changed the game, could be changed the momentum. Muslim Musa bowling so well, gave only 7 runs. Yes, you beauty! Finally got a wicket. A brilliant wicket of Ryan Tindiscarta. Brilliant player and a wonderful line and length from Musa. Round the stump, cut the angle, and a brilliant catch in the end from Luke Ronchi.
Yeah, that angle really worked here for Muslim Musa because it was created that angle, natural angle, trying to glide that one for a single. Good catch there from Luke Ronchi. And that's a big wicket, a man who's really batted well in the APL. Tindiscarta has been very consistent, walking back. Would be disappointed out for 12 or 20. Is 37 for 3. So in comes Rohit Vara. It's a very handy bat as well. 185 runs in the APL. His strike rate 125, best 38. Hasn't played a big innings, but some useful contributions coming from his blade. They need a partnership now. That's going to be important. Chris Gayle still out there, 17 of 19. He's taken his time. The important factor for Kabul is they're picking up wickets. Shahidullah once again coming into the attack, second over for him. He's hitting 5 in his opening over. What does Chris Gayle do? Eyeing the field. Fine leg, third man inside the circle. Down the leg side. That should be a wide.
You cannot bowl a wide, especially in low total score.
But you also can create your own fantasy side, test your skills and win real cash by logging on to myteam11.com. Surely this man would be in my team, Chris Gayle. And the reason is this. What a strike there. Fantastic. Fog maximum. Shpagiza. Effortless, as they say, Hamid.
Easy and sweet. Right middle of the bat. Shpagiza. Fog from Chris Gayle. Little bit. Went back. Long hands. Reach it easy. And clear the boundary. Fielder only can watch.
And this is the thing with Chris Gayle. He can change the momentum, the course of the game in no time. Just about 3 or 4 overs. If he can get those big shots under his belt, this target would look really nothing. Once again in the air. Oh, eluding. Probably got his fingertips. He's living a charmed life, Chris Gayle.
Everything is going in luck of favor of Chris Gayle. Another chance for a catch. Shaukat Zaman, the fielder. Oh, he just missed it by a couple of inches. Good effort in the end. But another boundary for Chris Gayle. We know him, he started slow. And right now, he tried to finish the game.
The 50 up 50 up with that single for the Balkh legends. Chris Gayle getting a few shots. Really, it's been a charmed life for him so far. A dropped opportunity from this man, Rashid Khan. Will it prove very costly? Only time will tell.
Absolutely. If that wicket was out of Chris Gayle in last over, maybe the momentum will be much changer, because the Shahidullah bowling outstanding. You get another chance to get him out. That's a well played. No run. So the wicket of Chris Gayle is a much important and more must needed for a Kabul's one-on. There's not much runs on the board. It's 132 runs they're just chasing. Well bowled once again.
He bowls that arm ball very nicely. This is exactly what we've seen him. He's bowled with the new ball as well, Shahidullah. He's got that calming influence. Bopara will be off the mark with that single. 8 gone, it's 51 for 3. Most wickets in the Afghanistan Premier League. Usuru Udana did a terrific job for the Paktia Panthers, 17 wickets. Shirdad 16, KSM, the young leg spinner. He's been very impressive, 15 for him. Ashraf 14. Going to be Musa once again. Got that big wicket of Tindeskate. Mentioning about Udana, what a terrific job he's done. The way he's bowled Usuru Udana. It's a very important wicket for his side. Was brilliant the other day, getting the wicket of Chris Gayle. Always spot on with the new ball in the middle overs. He's been a captain's delight. The variations he's shown. He's got really been the pick of the bowler so far. Last struck. Field in the D will just pick up 1 run. They need to get this wicket, the wicket of Chris Gayle, going to be a no ball as well. So free hit for Bopara.
I think it's because of fielding, maybe. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, they need this wicket.
Yeah, you're right. It's because of the fielders, because one fielder less inside the circle, 30-yard circle. Exactly what the umpire told Rashid Khan.
Tell you what, in this kind of game and situation, captain forgetting everything. As you not much mature or as you not much play cricket, but as a captain for Rashid, you have to look his field. You cannot blame him. It's a final. It's a top edge. Well ball once again. He's bowling quick today, Musa. The bouncers, the variations, the angles he cutting.
Yeah, you're right. Really bending his back. Mohammad Shahzad, the captain of Paktia Panthers. They lost yesterday, but what a role he's played with the bat. There's a few overs back in the first innings. He was with us. Mohammad Shahzad having a chat. Mentioned about Udana, the highest wicket taker so far. Mohammad Shahzad, the leading run getter in the APL. Terrific batsman to watch, Shahzad. That's in the air. But once again, a terrific shot. He's not going to hang around. Fog maximum Shpagiza from the blade of Chris Gayle.
What a shot. Clean hit again. Short delivery from Musa. And he put it in the gap. No chance for the fielder. Fog Shpagiza. What you can expect from this man? Only a boundaries. And right now, he's on charge. He already put his runs 35 of just 24. What a knock so far. Bang! Oh, just 1 run. Beautiful batting from Chris Gayle.
They can take the game away in no time, like this man, Mohammad Shahzad. To see a few knocks he's played. Mohammad Shahzad, some terrific stroke play from him. Got 62 in 37 versus Kabul. Absolutely a delight to watch. The way he played the pacers, the spinners, that hand-eye coordination, his own ways of getting those big shots. And a very good half century in that game. Rashid Khan would be thinking at this stage that they got to have that wicket of Chris Gayle at the earliest.
Absolutely, Ajay, you're right. So Mohammad Shahzad, the leading run scorer, 344. Hazratullah, 322. And Lori Evans, 305. It's plenty of good runs card. But Chris Gayle haven't played much matches. But he's still in the top of the table with among the other players. I think he just played only 5 or 4 games.
Will pick up a single here. Mopara and retain strike as well. 9 gone is 63 for 3. Mentioned about Chris Gayle, missed a few games, did not play, but really the last few innings he's really come good. 80 versus Kabul, 73 versus Kandahar, 54 versus Nangarhar, and of course today's unbeaten on 36, and probably the most important innings he's playing for his side. Earlier it was a slow start for him, but despite that, nearing the 300 mark, Chris Gayle, as far as runs go. Rashid Khan comes back. 4 runs he conceded early on in his only over. He's got to do the job today, the captain.
Yeah, he knows how to continue his innings. He got 12,000 runs in T20, and he knows that's not big total, 132. It takes his time, and now you can see the scorecard. It's just ticking because of Chris Gayle. They give him 2 chances, and now it's difficult to stop Chris Gayle, and almost they're running 8 runs per over, 7 runs per over, I have to say. Well ball, Rashid, and very difficult bowler to play.
Yeah, Luke Ronchi as well doing a very good job taking off the bails, but he was just inside. It really bowled beautifully in the semi-finals. Some great deliveries, mixing his deliveries, googlies as well. Picked up 4 wickets. Rashid Khan, 4 for 20 for him in 3.5 overs. It was really outstanding. Also, remember, he batted well. Some brilliant catches taken by him. Really had a great day in the semi-final. You see the way he bowled up. Was really enjoying himself on the field as a bowler, as a fielder, and as a captain as well.
No doubt, outstanding performer in all 3 parts, batting, fielding, bowling. But right now, team is much needed him to get some wickets for the team and take back the momentum for Kabul's one-on. This man, Chris Gayle, his favorite area. Whenever it comes in his reach, he just go for it. Such a brilliant cricketer. 9 matches, 173. Look at the strike rate, 198, almost 200. So brilliant from Rashid in the bat. Haven't got much wickets, but economically outstanding. He just got, I think, only 9 or 10 wickets. But the way he bowled, very, very well, very outstanding.
Yeah, 9 wickets. Probably didn't pick up too many wickets in the league phase, but of course the semi-final was outstanding. 4 for 20 is best. That came in the semi-final. But just see that economy, absolutely brilliant. Under 7. That's a good delivery. Beating the bat there. End of the 10th over. 66 for 3.
On paper, it looks straightforward. Just 67 runs off 60 balls and Chris Gayle at the crease. But we know matches aren't won on paper. They're won out there in the middle. There's the chairman of the Afghanistan Cricket Board sitting in the crowd and enjoying himself.
Sounds like the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League powered by Fog has reached its crowning glory. Well done, everybody. Oh, no. Wayne Parnell picking up those 2 wickets right at the top, Brian. Made such a big difference to dampening the possibilities of this chase. Otherwise, Balkh legend would have run away with it. But what you don't need are these really loose deliveries, and he's very lucky Gayle didn't get a bit of bat to that.
Yeah, fine leg up in the circle. They've not helped themselves, though. Kabul, they've had chances and they haven't taken them, especially with Chris Gayle.
Up in the air, this should be taken by whom though? Fine leg running back, and no, he was never really underneath it. Gayle, oh gosh, well, he's going to be feeling awful, but I've got to say the ball was in the sky and he was running backwards. It's not easy, that one.
Oh, it's another sickener for Kabul. In the end, he overran it. He went too far, and then he couldn't readjust, and that's Wayne Parnell's feeling on the matter.
Well, you did create the opportunity of getting none other than Chris Gayle. How important was that? And that's what normally happens. You get punished. 2 full. Wayne Parnell can only shake his head, but that was very well struck. 2 full. Easy for Chris Gayle. Over the infield at cover, and a Fog Saluriza.
Well, there's the answer to your question, Charo, in terms of how important it was. That opportunity, full in length, Gayle clearing the front leg and deliberately lofting it over the fielder inside the circle.
Short, and that should go for a big 6. Chris Gayle rocked back. That's on the roof of the stadium. Huge Fog Spagiza. 2 full and then 2 short. A 4 and then a 6.
Well, this over has all the makings of the one that could hand Balkh victory in this Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League. The chance to get rid of Chris Gayle. It was a difficult opportunity for Totakill, followed by the 4 and the 6.
Oh, well done. Good comeback. Pretty sharp. So Chris Gayle sitting on a 50, yet another in the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League, and of course the partnership also threatening to be 50. Bopara hasn't really done too much in this partnership yet, but most importantly, he hasn't lost his wicket.
Well, he's only got 7, Ravi Bopara, in 12 balls, but the partnership is 43 from just 24 deliveries. Incredible. Gayle really has put on the afterburners.
I think we haven't seen anything yet. So that's Gayle's 50. Well played in the final of the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League. Very precious. He will remember that for a while. We'll come back to it. 11 gone. 81 for 3.
Chris Gayle 50. It's his 4th successive 50 in this Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League. 80 against Kabul, 73 against Kandahar, 54 against Nangarhar, and now 50 not out against Kabul. That's impressive. That's why he's on the big bucks.
Goes straight over, long on. Makes it look so easy. And all Rashid Khan can do is turn around and perhaps applaud what was a typical Chris Gayle push, really no more than that. Yet it cleared long on by miles.
Half-century partnership up in just 26 deliveries. No chance at all for Colin Ingram, and a wry smile for the Kabul captain.
So here comes the googly. For sure. But it doesn't matter. It's gone to long on. Should be taken. What a vital wicket. Rashid Khan enjoys that. Great comeback for the skipper of the Kabul's one-on team. And do we have a new twist in the tail? Only 133 to chase Brian, but this could be such a big turnaround.
Ingram's always in the hot spots on the field, and when you're at long on with Chris Gale batting, you are certainly in the game. He saw the previous delivery sail over his head, but safe as houses in front of his chest. Rashid Khan celebrates. Wicket number 10 of the tournament for him. And the universe boss on his way out for 56. What an innings from him. Just 34 balls, 4 fours, 4 sixes. And Balkh legends, 87 for 4.
Balkh legends may not like it, but the game, the final here of the Gulbahar Afghanistan Premier League needed that, I suppose, to make it very, very interesting now. Ikram Ali, who, by the way, Mohammad Nabi had a lot of good words, kind words to... A lot of words of appreciation. I remember asking him a long time back, there, who's the one youngster we should keep our eye out on? He said, watch out for the keeper, Ikram Ali. Not just for his keeping we trust, but also for his batting, because he has been sent in at number 6, and Mohammad Nabi still hasn't come in yet. And now, of course, we'll start seeing those quick singles, which were absent when Chris Gale was there. So watch out for the running between the wickets now, folks.
This is why Ikram Ali Gale is there. Gale just gone downtown, the previous delivery for 6. Just got that off the inside part of the bat. And Colin Ingram, he took 3 catches yesterday in the semi-final, 2 catches now today.
Yeah, that was just a shade too full. Yeah, Bopara and Ikram Ali are going to run for everything now. Not that there's any real desperation, because their required run rate is under a run a ball, so there really isn't a desperation. The last thing you want is a run out. But both these players, certainly Ravi Bopara knows all there is to know about running between the wickets, and I'm sure Ikram Ali is a willing learner.
Googly. Ikram Ali Gale has barely batted in the tournament. Batted at number 11 the first time he played. That was against Paktia. 1 not out. Then there was 5 against Nangarhar. 2 not out against Kabul. There's his scores, you see. So a very interesting decision for him to come up to number 6 in the order here. 89 for 4 after 12 overs.
Having a terrific final here. Chris Gale's exit has made things very interesting. Though Thakil, who missed that, should we call it a catch? An opportunity for sure, running back from short fine. But he wasn't made to pay very much, because Chris Gale, after taking another big 6, promptly holed out to long on. Nice to see a big crowd in here for the final. Sharjah cricket ground, a record-breaking ground. Some more records equalled, if not broken, during the league. Half-tracker, just to the right of short cover. That will be another boundary of Fox Saluriza, but so close to the diving fielder there, Colin Ingram.
Ball almost following Ingram, but far enough away from him for Bopara to be comfortable.
Two half trackers in two balls, and he's lucky that this one went only for a single. I wonder what Kabul's one on are thinking, because Totakil, yeah, well, he's a regulation bowler, much more so than a bat. But this is the final, and we have no place for nerves. Those first two deliveries, Ryan, they look very nervy.
There's Mohammed Jamal, just behind that black cloth. He's been the curator, the head curator here, who's produced such wonderful pictures.
Again, Totakil short, goes over the wicket to the lefty. Suspect he'll come back around the wicket to Bopara.
He's only played in one previous match, you know, in the tournament, and that was against Paktia, the last game of the group stages.
I wonder if they have a little injury issue or whatever, but to be played in only a second game in the final shows a lot of confidence by the skipper, or just something that we've been missing. Obviously, he's a very capable bowler who hadn't gotten his opportunities earlier on. Vital phase of the game. Again short. And, Ikram Ali unable to make anything out of that. Should have just tapped it for a single at least and put Bopara on strike.
Very comfortable over as far as balkh are concerned. 8 runs from it. They need 36 in 42 balls. They're 97 for 4.
So Javed Ahmadi comes in. Lots of bowling options utilised here by Rashid Khan, and they're all throws of the dice here for him. Only 2 wickets. Not a regulation bowler, I dare suggest. But who's going to be the emerging player of the tournament? Several candidates. One, this man perhaps for his keeping, but maybe not. There are others as well, and we'll take a quick glimpse as we go along. Oh, down leg. As ball, he's irregular. Can I say that, Brian? Bowlers are, I don't know. That's Rasuli. Well, talk about some of the emerging players. Brian, you've got to be impressed with what he did, particularly in the semi-final.
Yeah, that was terrific opening the innings. Yes, he shaped up nicely on a couple of occasions, and that was a real pressure innings. But a couple of disappointing shots as well. He's got out too, not least today. Certainly a talent, though, no question about that.
Is Kes Ahmed emerging? I think he's already emerged, but he's still very young. So maybe he's a likely candidate in terms of age for sure. Pulled away, but no timing there for Bopara. Does he want the 2? He wants it, but there we go. The 100 up for the Balkh legends. They have only 33 more to make. They've got plenty of time, so can't really be much easier. The only thing they need to do, or one of the many things they need to do, is not lose wickets. 35 balls the second 50, and they need a lot less than that.
You mentioned Javed Ahmadi being an occasional bowler, Charu. This is only his 9th over of the tournament. He's only completed a full stint of 4 overs once. That was against Nangarhar in the group stages. 4 overs, 1 for 27.
Maybe Rashid Khan is onto something. Will they take 2 here? Nah, Ingram, they know he's got a sharp arm. So just a single. Of course, they don't need to take any unnecessary risks. Yeah, maybe Rashid Khan's aware that spins are better options. Just to keep, not give the batsman any real pace to work with. That's what the bowling has been so far. Plenty of bowlers used, I think, for the first time for Kabul, so many. goes again without any timing at all, Ikram Ali. But that's all they need, a single, and it's fairly easy.
I think Ikram Ali Kale has played virtually every delivery off the back foot so far.